Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we are here with my car, Tesla Model Y rear wheel drive, and in this video we will make the consumption test. As I promised you in other videos, today we will find out what will be the consumption in a crowded city, because this is the city consumption test. I have already made the consumption test for the highway. If you want to see that video, stay close because will come on the channel soon if it's not already there, so you can check it out. Now, first of all, I want to give you the information about the car. Tesla Model Y 2020 free version. It's the model built in China with rear wheel traction and with LFP battery. So if you want to see the test, stay with me until the end of the video because you will find out some interesting. We will drive around 15 kilometers in all kind of conditions. So in this video I will try to make it as real as possible. We are inside here an underground parking place where it's a mall, it's a shopping mall, and I want to make it as realistic as possible because we will start here, we will go outside, and then we will drive in the city to another place. So will be the most realistic. We will also drive with the climatic system on. So yeah, let's do it guys. Let me give you some information about the battery, the car, and the setting that we will use for this trip. We have like 97% battery. We just charged the car right here because it's a Tesla supercharging station, and the battery, it's warm. We will use the climatic system on level 3 but manual. On the rear we will turn it off actually because there's no person in the back, and we will leave it just like that on level 3. I think it's more than enough for today, and for the degrees that are outside I will show you also when we go outside. Other than that, let me reset the trip. We will reset the trip A and we will see the consumption in the end. Also, as you can see here, the car, it's almost brand new. It has 868 kilometers and the average consumption was 179 watt-hour per kilometer, but I also drive, I think, like 30% of these kilometers on the highway at high speed. So anyway, let's do the test and we will see the consumption in the end. Let's drive. I just reset it one more time because when you stay in one place and the climatic system is running, then it will add to the calculation the extra consumption. Let's drive now. So we will go out from the parking lot. We have also this ticket that we will use. I actually pay the ticket for the parking and I stay to make the video. I hope I didn't stay too long and we will be able to go out and not come back to pay again for the ticket. We will see right now. Also, by the way, the driving will be made in chill mode, just to make an idea. Here we go. So here we are. Hope it's working. Oh, nice. Great. That was good. Lucky us. So now we will go outside. And also, I think this is the most crowded city in South Europe, so this is the perfect test. Can be better test than this. And it's raining, even better. Starts raining. Outside are around 28 degrees. You can see right now the thermometer has calibrating the temperature from outside because underground it's much more hot there because of the cars. And yeah, the conditions are kind of perfect for the battery. We have like 28 degrees outside, not so sunny. The climatic system, it's on manual mode, it's on low. level 3, and I will leave it like this for the whole trip. It's a very pleasant temperature inside here. Also, if you want to save even more energy, you can actually put it on 22 degrees here, and then will be quite pleasant. But I like to be a little bit more cold inside. Also, we will drive like in a normal city conditions. We have a lot of traffic signs, a lot of stops and go. As I said before, this is the rear wheel drive version, and it comes with LFP battery, and we will drive in chill mode and comfort on the steering wheel settings. So yeah, we will see what will be the consumption. I'm also very curious to see it, because it's for the first time when I will test that. And yeah, I like the fact that I noticed that on this Tesla Model Y from 2023, the sound insulation, it's much better, even though outside are many cars and noise. You barely hear something inside. Also, suspensions are still a little bit stiffer, like for a very heavy car, because you have the battery. They have to install some stiffer suspensions, but in general they are better than the previous versions. And you can see in the city here a lot of holes and bumps and potholes and a lot of stuff going on the asphalt, and it's quite a bumpy road, but the comfort, it's relatively good. You can compare it with the Mercedes or BMW in this class, of course, but it's still improving and doing a better job than before. We can see until now we have 157 watt-hour per kilometer on our trip, so not bad for the starting, but we will actually see in the end what kind of consumption we will get. We can actually go on the right side, so we can do right here. You can see how silent it is inside. You hear just the climatic system in this moment. And every time you stay in the same place with climatic system on or with the heating system on, the energy from the battery will be consumed, and it will add to the driving consumption in the end. So it's not a good thing, you know, to stay in one place with climatic system and heating on, but this is the reality. And I think the perfect conditions are somewhere where you can drive constantly without stop and go, and in the same time just having the flow and don't drive too fast. But yesterday I did the consumption test on the highway, and I drive 120-130 kilometer most of the time, 80% of the time, and the consumption was surprisingly good. If you want to see that video, check it out. Probably it's on the channel already. If it's not, just check out next days to see more information and to see that video as well. But this is exactly this kind of traffic. It's exactly what will happen in a big city. I think no matter in which country you are, most of the big cities have traffic like that, slow and stop and go, and it's a perfect test that I can make, so you can make an idea about what to expect from the car if you want to buy it. Now in this moment we have like 95% battery, and it says like 397 kilometers on this rear wheel drive. And if we go a little bit deeper into the details, on average range the last 15 kilometers 300, I can still do 346 kilometers, and if I go to the last 10, also kind of the same, and last 25 316. And instant range, it's like 390. Wow, so it's really good. But anyway, until now 153 watt-hour per kilometer, 2 kilometers in the city driving. It's not bad, 153 watt-hour per kilometer for an SUV, big, heavier, with the climatic system on. It's quite good. But also, of course, the temperature outside, it's perfect, and also the car was charged before, so the battery it is at the perfect temperature, so it was kind of warm up before. It's not a cold driving. Then again we stop here, so yeah, this is the perfect test. I think this city, it's perfect to test the cars for consumption in the city, and I'm planning to test all the new cars, and not only that will come on the market and that are on the market in the city, in this city, to see what is the real consumption. And I don't think you can get a better test. Now the consumption is going a little bit higher, you see, 173 watt-hour per kilometer, because we stay too much on the same spot with the climatic system on. If I will turn the climatic system off right now, because actually I don't really need it, the temperature is quite pleasant, even with the climatic system off, then you will have much better consumption. And I will try to make a consumption test where I try my best to drive economical, without climatic system, without nothing, drive slowly in the speed limit and stuff like that, and then you will see that you can get incredible consumptions. And I did in Switzerland consumption test with this with the Tesla Model Y performance and with Tesla Model 3 performance, and I noticed that you can get incredible consumptions if the roads and the traffic, it's perfect. And I was surprised. You can see right now is no traffic, so now we probably win a little bit of kilometer and on the consumption side. But again, we will stop here, you know, it's kind of a great simulation. And we kind of try to anticipate the traffic, and we will go, you can see right now it's go lower to 154 watt-hour per kilometer. Again, not bad, really not bad. And here the same thing, nothing much change. Like on average with this battery we can drive 346 kilometer in the same conditions like right now. And again, stop for the pedestrians. Perfect. This is exactly what to expect in the city, you know, stop and go. And again, stop. You know, this stop and go for heavy cars like this one are not very healthy, because it's heavy, the car, it has to be moved. But when you constantly drive and drive but slowly at a steady speed, then it's just perfect for the consumption. 150, still good consumption, 155 watt-hour per kilometer, 4 kilometers. It's quite good. Instant range 562 kilometer if we will drive like, yeah, like actually in the last, like in this moment, you know, like it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And again, stop. I think we will do like 20 minutes, 25 minutes of video for 10 kilometers, maybe more. Where in Switzerland I make like 50 minutes, 30 kilometers. Here it's more time, less kilometer. In Switzerland you make like more kilometer in less time because of this, because of the traffic, you know. In the city is normal, you know, like Munich and all other big cities in the world have the same big traffic. And today it's like Sunday, you know, and Sunday is not the big traffic, but usually Monday in the week time it's even more traffic in the city. That will be extra traffic, then will be hard to make even a consumption test. So for me probably the best to make those tests in the city are in weekends or holidays. I don't want to drive too fast. I just want to drive in the speed limit because I want to make it realistic, you know. Even though I can drive a little bit faster, I don't want to drive it. I want to keep it in the speed limit because in this way you can understand better. In most of the countries people drive in the speed limit, so I don't want, and I don't promote driving faster than speed limit, you know. But also not slower than the speed limit. It's just driving there. We have 164 watt-hour per kilometer until now. 6 kilometers city driving. $155, 55. You see it's kind of going lower and lower and lower because we didn't stop anymore and didn't get the chance to the climatic system to eat the energy, and now we kind of stop a little bit, but the flow is just still on, so that's good because we are driving, we didn't stop too much. So you can see the consumptions go to 147 watt-hour per kilometer. It's the best until now. And yeah, if we're not going to stop too much, then we'll be good, we'll be even better. Flowing. This flow it's really helping the battery. can go a little bit faster here. "17" is the speed limit here. We will still stay in the speed limit because it's a city consumption test. But we have like 7 kilometers, so we probably drive a little bit more. So I want to make around 15 kilometers. I think is the best way to calculate, to understand this consumption. "144 watt-hour per kilometer" is going down. It's going lower and lower, and this is really good. All right, so let's drive a little bit more. 42 watt-hour per kilometer until now. It's really good. Really good numbers from my point of view. So until now we have 9 kilometers, 137 watt-hour per kilometer. It go to 42, but we will still drive a little bit more. Here we have a roundabout. Want to drive around 15 kilometers, so that would be the most realistic possible. Now, to be honest, here are kind of perfect conditions to drive because it's not too much traffic, but where we will go now will be a little bit more traffic. In general, the comfort inside the car, as I said in my test drive, in the first test drive, I said that this 2023 version rear-wheel drive has much nicer, softer suspension than the previous version of Model Y. So they try to improve all the time, little things here, little things there. So this is really good that they heard the clients and they try to improve the cars, even though you don't know what they improve something like control arms. They change it already from the previous versions. If you look at the previously, actually let's go forward. If you look at the previously versions of Model 3, you will see that the control arms are painted in black. They were made in iron, and those new ones are in aluminum. So there are also changes and improvements. "10 kilometer, 143 watt-hour per kilometer." Here we didn't stop too much, but it's still driving like in a city. here it's also a very good test where we have these speed bumps and we have to actually stop and go, and it's incredible good. Those kind of 30 km/h driving, it's just a perfect test as well. Kind of simulate the normal driving in the city. Again, 11 kilometers, 145 watt-hour per kilometer. Super good consumption. Super, I didn't expect that. Of course, the conditions are great, but still the climatic system is running. Yeah, I know you can get very good consumptions in the city if you know how to drive, if you know how to set your climatic system, you know, because you can set the climatic system and you can set the settings of the car and the way you're driving in such a way in that you can lose a lot of energy. But if you put it on manual level 3, you know, you can win even more energy. If you leave it on auto, I noticed that it's eating more energy but using the same amount of cold air, I should say. Yeah, here it's kind of no more city, but we will end the trip a little bit more forward. I want to reach 15 kilometers and then we will stop the test. I hope you can get more useful information from this video as possible, so you can know what to expect from this car and from these versions of the car. Actually, we will turn around here again. We will go back. Then we will stop on the right side. Yeah, you know, today it was like, those are kind of very good conditions for the city driving. But I try to test all the cars in kind of the same conditions so we can see what kind of numbers we can get. So we have like 13 kilometers. So let's go a little bit forward and we will stop here. So just like that. So guys, if you still have questions, ask me down below whatever questions you have. Alright, so let me show you the results. So trip A, 14 kilometers, 2 kilowatt-hour consumption, 144 watt-hour per kilometer. Incredible consumption. Of course, was not super traffic. I was expect to be a little bit worser, but still very good consumption for city driving without super high traffic. That was the result, guys. If you still have questions, you can ask me down below in the comment. Also, if you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my videos, guys. Also, if you want to buy a Tesla, if you need a referral link, I will leave mine in the description, also on the screen, so you can use mine. If you need any help with that, ask me down below. I will help you with pleasure. So that was the video. if you want to see the consumption test on the highway, I have a separate video on my channel, so you can check it out. So yeah, I hope you get a lot of useful information from the video. Stay safe, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I guess I see you soon in the next one.